Michelle, it was a pleasure to receive your story because it recounts a very common situation among people who write to us and which has also happened to be me in the past time. And that is why I am particularly happy that you are telling it to us today. Let's start at the beginning. How did you discover Dante Labs and its genetic test?
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm 34 years old, and I'm quite busy juggling various roles from being a wife and a dedicated mother to my 5 children, and also being working full time. For several months, I had been grappling with really troubling symptoms. I had been experiencing chest pain, shortness of breath, and the occasional heart palpitations. Unfortunately, this became a part of my daily existence. At first, like many people, I brushed these symptoms aside and attributed them to the stresses of my daily life and demanding schedule. As you can imagine, with apparently 5 children and a full-time job, I just didn't have time to look after myself. One day, I couldn't ignore the symptoms anymore, and I started to look for information on the internet about my symptoms. I found out that they could be connected to cardiomyopathic conditions. I did some further research about this and found the Dante Labs whole genome test, which you could also get a cardiomyopathies panel for. It was a really chance moment, and I decided to explore this new avenue. I ordered the Dante Labs test, and I really believe that this test, as it would give me information about my whole genetic makeup, could provide the answers that I really needed. It was a decision that would alter the course of my life forever.
And what happened at that moment? How did you get all the way to receive your kit and your results?
The process was pretty straightforward. I collected a small DNA sample and sent it off to the laboratory. I had to wait for the results, but it was a lot of anticipation. It was nerve-wracking, but it was also exciting because I really wanted to see what it would say. I got an email saying that my results were ready. I logged into my Genome Manager account to access the reports as well as the raw data. I was really interested mostly in the cardiomyopathies panel because it's what I suspected that I could have. And unfortunately, is a bit of bad news. It said I do have a genetic predisposition to something called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. But, it all made sense in that moment. Those nagging symptoms that had plagued me for months were not stress-related as I had thought. They were the early warning signs of a potentially life-threatening heart condition.
And that was just the first step toward the diagnosis, right? How did you use your report to get a clinic diagnosis?
Well, after this was written in the report, I decided to consult a cardiologist, and again, the diagnosis was confirmed. I had HCM, the hypertrophic cardiomyopathies, and it is a condition where the heart muscle thickens, making it harder for the heart to pump blood. Without this knowledge that I received from the genome test, I might have never sought out medical help until, it was too late. My diagnosis was a turning point in my life. Thanks to the early intervention, I could take proactive measures to manage my condition. Medication, lifestyle changes, and regular monitoring had become a part of my daily routine. The alternative could have been catastrophic for obviously not only myself, but for my family. I couldn't leave my children behind. It could, as untreated HCM can lead to heart failure or sudden cardiac arrest. I believe that my journey with Dante Labs not only saved my life, but also transformed it. I personally urge everyone, especially those who are experiencing unexplained symptoms, to consider the Dante Labs test and its life-saving potential.
Michelle, it was a real pleasure and an honor to have you here today with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much for allowing this opportunity to speak. I'm so happy about my experience.